Well, we're back here with part 2 of episode 9. That Sonic talking got us sniped by somebody. I don't know what happened, but we're back.
I'm looking at you, Tricky.
So you want to lead us in, Guy Gamer?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I didn't know if you were going to just take it or not. So
nah, you can.
I'll keep going. What was that, Ghost? Backseat. Okay, but yeah, Nico's back now, so we should be good. Moving on from the Sonic Mania, we have Remedy commenting on Quantum Break and Alan Wake sequels, just kind of randomly when questioned today, I guess, and it says it's up to Microsoft. I guess I was going to ask the podcast essentially, would you guys look forward to a sequel to either of those? And do you think, we'll see it or Microsoft should do
it? Quantum Break, I'm going to be honest, Quantum Break was probably like one of the least interesting exclusives to come out of the Xbox for me anyways. I don't know. I'm not really up for it. Like even when I saw that Quantum Break spiritual successor at PlayStation Z3, I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, just looked okay.
Yeah.
It is a Microsoft exclusive?
Yeah. I don't know if they own the IP.
Quantum Break? Yeah, well, I don't think they own it, but like I remember it was on PC too. So
no, they published it, so I don't know if they have like rights to the IP or whatever. I don't know the details, but they did publish it.
It's Microsoft Studios, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I don't think so. What's the team that does? It's Remedy, right?
It's Remedy. So it's Remedy developed, but Microsoft did publish it. So it depends on who owns the actual IP. Because I think their investment into Alan Wake, they may or may not own the IP, but maybe there's some restriction because obviously they could have made Alan Wake 2 on PlayStation or Switch by now if they wanted.
Yeah, and there's no real proof that they like have moved around too much. Like everything is either PC or like Xbox or there is something on PlayStation 2. Max Payne is on PlayStation 2. So
well, yeah. Max Payne is on everything.
Yeah,
that's not Remedy, is it?
Yeah,
yeah.
They're not a Microsoft studio. Microsoft is just contracting them for these exclusives after Max Payne, because they're pretty small studio, I guess, as far as like most studios go. Or at least they were. I don't know if they still are.
Oh, I thought Max Payne was Rockstar. My bad.
No, Rockstar published it.
So, yeah. I was gonna say, like, didn't they? Isn't there a difference? Because like they probably developed it. So.
Yeah, they published it, so that's a little confusing. But yeah, I agree with Blander. Actually, I think Quantum Break. I haven't beaten it, but I probably got about 85% in. They really got way too impressed with themselves with the whole video game melding thing. Like the video thing just wasn't. It didn't add to the experience really. And I know they were going to do some mind melting stuff supposedly at the end, and I haven't gotten through that yet because I lost interest. I was playing something else, I think, or I think it was actually Trails 2 I started. But it just, to me, the movie stuff again doesn't really add anything to the experience like they wanted to impress you with, right? Because they were supposed to do a retcon thing where then they actually made a Netflix show or ran a TV series after the game, but it obviously kind of fell flat and wasn't that big of a success, so they didn't do that. Alan Wake to me though was awesome, and I'm a big Twin Peaks fan. So is anybody here a Twin Peaks fan?
No, but I know what it is.
Is it a music group or something?
No.
No. We talking about video games here, man.
Yeah. Well, Twin Peaks is technically it's a show, and it's on Netflix, and you guys should watch it. But watch a summary of episode 1 because it was a pilot episode. It's like 2 hours long, and it's kind of boring.
Twin Peaks is pretty old, isn't it, though?
Yeah, it's from the 90s. But there's like the last half hour probably at episode 1's worth watching. Maybe just read a summary of it up until that or something. But it's really goofy and weird. And if you remember Deadly Premonition, that was inspired by it. So if you played Deadly Premonition, it's basically almost in the same kind of a universe, but just twisted and really, because it's goofy. It's this goofy FBI agent that talks to himself in this apparition of a Diane and into a recorder. And the 3rd season just came out, and they said at the end of the last season, or the 2nd season, sorry, in the 90s, one of the chicks, like in this really distorted voice, turns to the camera and says, "I'll see you in 25 years." And then 25 years later, they made season 3. So it's just weird how they're doing that type of stuff, right? Or I think it's really cool. And
crazy.
yeah, season 3 though I did not like season 3 at first, but it kind of grew on me because most of season 3, and I'm sorry, I don't want to get too far down this rabbit hole. Most of season 3, the lead character is he comes back and he's kind of like brain dead almost, and they literally, it's almost like they're trolling you. They go most of the season with him just being a brain dead zombie saying 1 or 2 words, but then like it starts to like grow on you, and you're like, fuck yeah, Dougie Jones, because like everybody's calling him Dougie instead of his actual name. But anyway, Twin Peaks heavily inspired Alan Wake, and a lot of the stuff Alan Wake did, or like, I don't know how many of you guys played it or completed it.
I got it free for when I first bought my Xbox 360, but I didn't play it for long.
Yeah, I've seen gameplay. That's the one with like the writer is like trapped in his own story, and all of his creations are coming to life or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, well, you don't really know. It's almost like, yeah, but his pen is coming to paper, something like that. What about you, Hero? You play it?
No, I never played it.
Okay.
I mean, it looked cool from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's a good game. There's actually some really cool moments, like with the whole light mechanic and stuff. At one point, you're hanging out with your buddy or whatever, and then these old guys that were in this Viking heavy metal band, you end up on their practice stage and you start setting off all their fireworks, and their music then kicks in the background while you're fighting off all this horde of zombies. It was like one of those really cool moments in gaming, right?
Yeah.
I would recommend, if you can get it cheap or do you have it free, give it a try, because they actually, if you do have an Xbox One, it got backwards compatible and they updated the graphics. So it's a cool game. It's definitely worth playing, I think. And the DLC was actually really fun too. I do want to see that continued. That story was interesting, and again, with it being, it's almost like it's on some Kojima shit, but actually interesting and going somewhere. So it's like interdimensional time travel shit, but it will probably make sense. You probably have to do LSD to understand it in one sitting.
Oh man!
But it actually probably makes sense, at least to where, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, Revolver.
Finish the
Yeah,
game.
man. There's no Revolver Ocelot getting Liquid Snake's arm and then thinking he's mentally Liquid Snake. None of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, just so you know, I didn't spoil anything about the game until I was 10 years old. The way they leave the game, there's none of what I said. I'm just telling you what happens in Twin Peaks. So the game took inspiration. It doesn't go 1 for 1. But anyway, I would like to see Alan Wake. So I think we're all kind of lined up there. Nobody gives a shit about Quantum Break, right?
Yeah. But another thing that happened this week, Code Vein got delayed to 2019.
Thank God. Yeah.
Code
They
Vein.
might as well cancel that trash.
Yeah, that game was terrible.
I'm in agreement with that.
Wait, what happened, Nico? I thought you were hyped for it.
No, not Code Vein.
Oh.
Honestly, if you put some cat ears and a tail on them, the sub characters in that game, I feel like Ghost would be hyped. But
The fuck are you talking about? I'm not buying a Dark Souls inspired fucking anime game that looks like God Eater or some shit.
Wait,
I
do
don't
you
like-
like
a
Dark
waifu
Souls?
party?
No, I don't like God Eater.
No, I said, do you like Dark Souls?
No, not really. I don't care for it. I don't
did you
think
ever
it's
play
like...
Dark Souls?
Yeah, I played Dark Souls 1, a bit of that, and I played a bit of Dark Souls 3, which I thought was actually pretty decent. They fixed all my problems with the camera and all the laggy issues and shit that I had with the first game. But
What was wrong with the camera?
dude, the camera,
Oh man, they coming at you, Ghost.
the camera in the first game was awful.
That YouTube narrative.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
I played the
Yeah.
fucking what the fuck?
Listen, nobody
How is that
was,
even a YouTube narrative when everybody sucks Dark
He's
Souls
not
off?
Bro, Jared.
yeah, he's right. No, it's not a YouTube narrative because nobody had a problem with the camera. He's on drugs. So
I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
it's the same camera as in 3 pretty much. I mean, I've played both of those games for hundreds of hours. Trust me, there's not a difference in the camera for the most part. But they did fix the online in 3, so I'll give you that. I do think 3 is a much better game all around.
Oh, dude, I tried to connect with somebody online in the first game, and I could never, ever get connected because you got to, like, meet up with them in a certain area, but you also got to, like, be, like, around the same level or some shit like that.
Yeah, but there's a ring you can wear to kind of help with that. But then you also have public access internet. So that could
Wait,
be
Frozen says, why all the hate for Code Vein? I mean, some of you guys are like huge
What?
Dark Souls fans, so
Because casual
I'm-
anime souls.
I don't know. I'm not trusting Bandai to make a Dark Souls game. That's crazy.
No, for
Does
me,
it-
it was when did you see the E3 presentation? It looked awful.
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
It looked like the AI was more focused on the teammate than the actual main player.
let me tell you why there's so much hate for Code Vein right now, Frozen or whoever the hell just said that. It's another cheap anime game made by Namco Bandai, and everybody's sick and tired of being jibbed by these motherfuckers. They have been reproducing the same
man.
exact Tales game since Tales of
Oh,
Celia
boy.
1. It is the same exact game.
Let's
They-
go.
You know, like what the fuck? And they're involved with what are their names? The Arc System Works now, which also do the same shit now. So it's like whatever. Perfect for each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not buying that game at launch, and that was like if you put out a Souls clone, you know, I'm like itching to play it. But after I saw the E3 presentation, it's like this looks like complete dog shit.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those Souls clones, man. 'Cause
Yo.
they'll get you by saying it's inspired by Dark Souls, and then you see the gameplay, and it's just bad.
Yeah, I was about
God
to
eater
ask,
case
is there
in
any
point.
How about
is there
somebody?
any good Souls clones?
Neo, yeah,
Yeah,
Neo.
Neo's
Oh
great.
yeah, Neo. Yeah.
How about just do something different? I'm trying to be Souls.
I feel you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Souls is not a genre. It's its own game. We should stop copying it.
Something
Yeah.
different.
Well, I do think Neo did do something different though. They combined Ninja Gaiden with Souls essentially, and it's while it's not like Ninja Gaiden exactly, but it still has that kind of Ninja Gaiden feel.
That vibe.
Yeah, it was. I liked it a lot. I thought it was great.
Has anybody
Well,
played
Dark-
Absolver?
No, I just
I've heard of that,
talk
yeah,
about it.
but
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
Yeah, I just seen some screenshots on Reddit. Like, I think it's free for PS Plus. I might download it. They were showing some martial arts gameplay or something, like some kung fu stuff, and I like martial arts stuff like that. So
Is it a fighting game or something?
I think it's showing these like weird different dudes. You can create your character or something. I think, and he was doing some kung fu stuff, man. They said a Bruce Lee update and a PVE game mode. So I don't know. That's what it says.
Does it got lasers and shit, Nico?
I don't know, man, but I know it got kung fu though. It says Absolver,
You said
Downfall
you said
expansion,
Kung Fu, Kung Fu.
Kung
yeah.
Fu.
Kung Fu, a new PVE mode, and a new Bruce Lee inspired combat style. So hey, I like Bruce Lee. So
What's that Ubisoft game about the like Vikings and samurais and
That was something for all or one for all.
For
or
Honor?
For honor,
For Honor,
for honor,
yeah,
not one
yeah.
for
yeah,
all.
this kind of just reminds me of that.
okay, hey, if it's free,
I've
I
never
check it
played
out.
that. Have you guys played For Honor?
No, I haven't.
No,
I actually
Okay.
got it for free with a 1080 Ti, and I never played it though. It just didn't look interesting to me.
I mean, as far as the delay goes, it's probably a good idea from Damco because that game was going to get eaten up in September. The game was going to get slaughtered. But yeah, I'm not going to cop it. And it's just a casual Souls game.
I remember
Yeah,
a couple.
Kind of rush and fight all these enemies at once, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember a couple of my buddies were addicted to that for like a good month or so, and
somebody said the
nobody
only
touched it.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Nico.
Somebody in chat said the only good Dark Souls is Hollow Knight. That was somebody in chat said.
Can we,
Hollow Man.
okay, we gotta drop the Dark Souls thing. The narrative has to end.
Well, first of all, it shouldn't even be Dark Souls because Demon Souls is the best Souls game. But I would say moving on since
Yeah.
Yeah.
yourselves out. I know Prime Day happened. Did any of you guys? What did you guys cop on Prime Day, or did you all just reap the Target coupon gate?
Prime Days have been so useless over the past couple of years because Amazon has become corrupt as a company. They never put anything worthwhile on sale. They started taking away things from like your Prime account basically. So for people that buy video games or whatever, like they started cutting back on like deals as far as like collector's editions or special editions, stuff like that.
Hold on, careful, Ghost. I think Blandrew could be chipped by Bezos. So
But
They have movies on sale sometime though.
it's generally just awful, you know. And even the stuff that they have on there, like you can go to Amazon right now, like it is some of the worst deals you'll ever see. Like it's nothing but a bunch of PC shit.
Ghost, you're talking insane, first of all. So look, Amazon still does have a lot of the cheapest things, but I will say this: anytime I see something at Amazon, I do now go to Best Buy, I go to Home Depot, I go to wherever else, I check for it there first. And if I can get it at a decent price or they'll match it, I go buy it from there because Amazon is ruining it.
Well, I mean, as far as like video games, like what have you actually bought that's worth it?
You go to Best Buy anyway for video games.
I mean, how is there any uniqueness with it where you buy a video game outside of
I'm
Best
just
Buy?
saying,
My
like,
Best Buy is a ghost town. I can't find anything in there.
Like, I'm just saying, like a couple years ago on Prime Day, I think I got like the collector's edition for Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, like the whole thing for like $40, and that game had just came out.
Okay, so you're talking specifically Prime Day, not Amazon as a whole.
No. Well, I mean, as a whole, yes, there's some things that do suck about the deals, but I do still, it's great that they have the 20% thing, and eventually, like if you're not buying from Best Buy, because Bellinger, aren't they cutting out the Gamers Club for Best Buy or whatever the hell?
Yeah, it's already done.
Yeah, they already did it.
Yeah, if you have it though, you have it till it expires, but you can't re-up it, which sucks.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's basically.
So I have it till July January
Prime
this year.
Prime Day, cool.
Well, what have you gotten, Nico?
Well, I don't know about nothing yet, but I might get some.
Oh man!
So wait! I might get some iPhone chargers for you guys who don't have a Switch memory card or like a bigger one.
Yeah, I was thinking
about
a
new Switch memory card for cheap. I
was thinking about that, but I didn't even see one.
Yeah, they got Ni no Kuni 2 for $30.
Yeah, I almost bought that. I saw it was super cheap.
Some Bluetooth headphones or something, stuff like that.
Yeah, it depends on what you want. I mean, they did have some good sales. I saw some stuff. Everything I virtually would want, I've already bought. So for me, I didn't really have anything other than with Target's Coupon Gate. I posted in the Discord. I know a bunch of people took advantage of. I was able to get a Sonos Play 5, which is normally $500. I got it for $312.
What is that?
It's like one of the top like speakers. I'm going to use it in my gym room, right, to play music. So it's like the Sonos surround sound systems they dwarf both systems. Like you can hear everything. Like you'll listen to a song on that for the first time and hear things in the song you've never heard before. It's great. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah, I cashed in on that Target thing too. I got Ni no Kuni 2, Yakuza 6, Monster Hunter, and I tried to get Mario, but they canceled it at the last second. So yeah, well, Mario Tennis, it didn't ship. So
I heard
$21 for that game too.
Just wait for Cyber Monday.
No.
So Ghost was on the Bike of Destiny, Gambino or Hero. Did you guys get anything?
No,
I didn't even learn about the deal.
Yeah, I was gonna take advantage of it, but I'd already spent way too much money this weekend.
Yeah,
I had to drop $400 on a fucking suit, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Where are you going? Like some type of wedding or something?
Yeah, wedding.
Oh, okay.
That's weird though, because they just have you rent those things like as a whole, but
they didn't have one that fit me, and like the people are super specific on what I had to get. But yeah,
I hate that.
Are you like tall or anything?
Nah, it's just they just didn't have it in my size.
You know that's the wife doing that, like making the specific stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
But okay. So Nico, you did get Octopath, all right?
Oh yeah, from the Target deal. Yeah, I got it for $27.
Wait, so y'all had a promo codes online around in the Discord? Like, does that still work or like what?
No, it was only for like a few hours. Then they took it down.
Yeah, so at midnight, like Wario starts like just throwing out all these coupon codes that stack, and they should not have stacked. So you could have bought a 65-inch OLED LG TV, which is normally about $2,600, $2,400 on sale. Is the cheapest I've seen it. I could have got that for $1,600, and I thought about it, and then just trying to resell it because I already have one, right? But it worked on everything as long as it didn't get canceled. Like it was some shit, man. So I bought a record player because I'm gonna start collecting vinyl, and that's
yay. That's my new hobby too. So
yeah, vinyl's legit. I love having vinyl.
Yeah, I love that sound, especially me being the old man. That's what I grew up with, right? So yeah. But no, it's cool. So at least we did get some stuff. I guess moving on, we've got this Momocon cosplay.
You know what
Oh,
her
man.
name is.
Yeah.
Stop trying to upset Blandrew.
Blandrew's girl. That's crush.
Yeah.
Blanger's girl.
Yeah, his wife.
She looks like shit.
Yo,
I recall somebody saying she can get it. I don't know.
that was Blandrew.
Oh
That was
shit.
Blandrew.
Maybe like 5 years ago, bro. But now she's too
Dude,
far
she's
gone.
I think she like got some
she
weight surgery or
actually
something.
she got some surgery and like she's actually like slimmer now. So
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm serious. Like she was way fatter before, but
So low tier god like shamed her into.
oh, dude, the low tier guy. How the hell are we talking about this on a like a video game
I mean,
podcast?
this went around the circles this week, so I was just curious, what you guys saw of that situation. She was apparently blaming some hate speech and potential sexual assault on bipolar, gaming disorders. I don't know.
I mean, there's something already.
Yeah, I was seeing a video. She was like grabbing dudes' asses and stuff. It
Yeah,
was,
I mean, there was something.
yeah.
Yeah, them cosplay girls are always crazy though. Like a lot of them or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Nothing about a woman grabbing a guy by the ass sounds anywhere remotely attractive. Blanchard, I don't know about all
Ghost,
that.
please.
What if they just like were wearing jeans and sat on your face or something? That'd be okay.
That's fine. I don't want a woman grabbing my ass. So, like, what the fuck?
What?
Well, I mean, like they
No,
could do.
women
I don't
will
know.
grab your rear. But
Girls like that shit too, man.
Yeah, girls are attracted to men's body parts like we are them. So they.
As long as it's not constant or something.
Or I'm sorry, women who identify as female, like men.
We
who
at
identify.
the Save Point podcast would like to inform our viewers that the person who came up with the topics for this podcast is Guy Gamer.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
But
I'm
no,
just-
You guys are
this
supposed to
is-
help him out with that.
This is relevant conversation.
Well,
I think. Do you guys?
it's cool.
So do you
It's
think
going on in the
she
nerd
should-
community. We need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. So do you guys think that she should get a pass, or do you think people should like just boot her into?
No,
Hey,
get a
roast
pass.
that fat bitch, man.
Yeah, she trash anyway, but yeah, she.
I just want to ask one thing. If it was a male, would we give her a pass?
No,
no,
absolutely not.
But
No.
the thing is, like,
There's your
people
answer.
have pretty much already exposed her as a terrible human being.
Yeah, she like mean or something. Or like
Dude, do
Yeah.
you know that? Like, I mean, this like may seem minor or whatever, like this whole situation, but like, if you've seen the shit that she has done in the past, like she steals cosplays, she doesn't credit people, she's basically taking credit.
yeah, she stuck up too. I think.
How do you steal a cosplay? I'm sorry, because that's
Well, I'm
imitation-
saying
that's
she like
imitation to begin with.
she's stolen designs before from other
Huh?
people.
How do you do that? Because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, aren't designs already stolen just by looking at the original character?
No,
Yeah, you're
because-
basing off a character.
Well, I'm
Right.
saying she's taken like designs from like other people, like generic things, like a Red Riding Hood cosplay or some bullshit like that somebody designed themselves, and she stole that design before. And she's also lied about coming up with OC characters and bullshit like that, and it's actually based off of like another anime.
I'm gonna go with I don't care about that. Like, I feel like in that I don't know that environment, but I feel like you could probably say that about anybody. There's so many of those cosplayers out there now.
Oh yeah,
And-
it's like, dude, like I realized a while ago, like maybe like last year sometime, that when I started really using Twitter and everything, that there is a whole community of cosplay thoughts
Yeah, it's
everywhere.
getting out of hand now,
Go.
man. It's getting out of
Cosplay
hand.
thoughts.
It's getting out of hand, man.
They're everywhere,
Boy,
dude. Dude, and if you look at their Twitters, like you're actually like following them or whatever, like they're all following each other. It's like a whole conglomerate of these.
Oh, there's that big word.
Conglomerate.
That's a
It's
good one.
It's like the Purple Army,
they're
right?
all connected. My dude, they're all connected, and they're all helping each other to make this cash. They're all trying to bank off the same thing, man.
Well,
For you.
if people are falling for it, might as well.
Well, yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
hustle. It's
I
a good
can't hate 'em.
hustle.
I ain't hating. But I will say this. I do think if you notice, depression's a huge problem with a lot of cosplayers. They always all talk about it, right? And I think I think that might be the online format in general, just the whole victim thing. But I do think I'll say this about the whole cosplay thing. I think it should be like YouTube. It's something you do in your spare time to make money, but it shouldn't be, or potentially make money. It shouldn't be your primary job. I think you need to find a fulfilling career. Otherwise, it's going to mess with you mentally. And I think that's what happens with these cosplayers.
I think cosplay thoughts are like they're kind of the bottom of the barrel, man. Like, Jesus Christ, like they don't want to do porn or whatever, and they got boyfriends and all this other stuff.
Okay.
But I'm just
they don't want to do porn.
Yeah, but it's like you're still selling your body, and they try to act like they're above those other people. Because
I think you're talking about two different tiers, because I've seen plenty of them. They're like, donate to my Patreon on this level for nudes and all this stuff, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, plenty of them do that.
Yeah, I think it depends on what which ones you're looking at there. But
go on their Instagrams is basically porn, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's a brave new world, but I mean, you can't. It's hard to make a career out of that stuff, I think, and I think it's going to lead to a lot of people getting depressed and having more like sort of breakdowns like this. I've only saw a few of them.
Listen, not to say that there aren't people that do cosplay as like a genuine passion, but it kind of seems like that's not the case with a lot of these people. Like, apparently, a bunch of people have pretty much called her out that went to high school with her or whatever as someone that despised anime and gaming and nerd culture and all that stuff.
Let's go.
So it's just very strange.
What's today?
Oh shit!
Well, he came out of slumber. He came out of slumber.
Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Vacation and forget the days. I knew something was popping off tonight, but I didn't know it was a podcast.
The guy gamer, we knew he was gonna come.
Shit! I went to check my YouTube. I saw y'all on. I said, let me pop in here real quick and say what's up.
I mean, actually, we started. We got a little bit of echo. I think.
Who's echoing?
I think it's Zope.
Sorry, my bad. I'm not home, so I don't know what's going on around here.
It's all good. Where you at now?
I'll take off though. I'm gonna tell you, I just wanted to say what's up.
The echo's gone. It's fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Good. You can hang out. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you, obviously.
I say what's up. How's everybody enjoying Octopath? They like it?
Yeah,
amazing.
Love it, man.
I'm on keys right now.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go into it, man, when I get back.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'll talk.
Are we gonna? Is there gonna be a Zobi 70 hate stream with the headband on, or are you enjoying it?
I think I'm gonna do since you already talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the beginning,
I'll just do some type of 4-hour stream of me just going off. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
How many hours you put in?
That you already dived deep into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How many hours have you put in, Zobi?
I think it said 30 something, but I think it was subtract 3 because 3 of those hours was on the demo thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see you going in, bro. Every time I get on there, you're online.
Yeah, I wish I can play some more, but you know, sometimes during the day it gets a little busy. But I wasn't gonna get it at first, but then I just said, fuck it, let's go find the nearest GameStop. I went and picked it up, and you know,
like, how are you not gonna get it?
Because I was gonna use my money for other things. You know what I'm saying?
He's on vacation
for some gym shoes.
Yeah, for Gazy sneakers.
Until I came back home, that I was just grabbing. I could give it my full attention, but you know.
Okay, so you're still on vacation. That's.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back until the 29th, the 30th.
Well, hold on, don't give details, man. There's Trekkies out there, so.
I'm gonna be back to the 30th. We're in Georgia right now, Guy Gamer. But next week I'll be in Orlando.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope. True.
So we'll be traveling the world.
Yeah, if you end up around Atlanta, man, hit me up.
No, there's steers and queers over there. I'm not messing with that.
Hey, that's only if you go to Midtown. It's real PBG down there.
No, come on now, man. Get out of there.
Yeah, you gotta go to Chicago.
Oh man.
Watch out for alligators.
Back to your topics, man. But yeah, it's good talking to y'all, man. I gotta get back to the fam. I'll talk to y'all later.
Hey, bro.
All right, later, man.
Where? What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about Blandrew's waifu.
Mm.
It really isn't insulting if he finds it a compliment that he likes her. Like,
Which-
and-
I'm not,
and there's no problem.
again,
I mean,
I'm
she
not,
might get
And
smashed
the
on
thing
Thursday.
is, like, I can't fault Blandrew because, like, I think a lot of y'all are just hiding that shit. Like,
y'all,
nah.
you
no,
too.
no, yeah, no.
Hey, no, I said, she's okay, she's whatever,
No, she trashed to me respectfully.
No,
I'm
she's
not
like
saying, I
400
wasn't the
pounds,
one that was
man.
calling her
Like-
trash and all.
But I
this
wouldn't
other
blame
stuff.
y'all. I wouldn't
I
blame
called
you
her a
because
thought. I did call her a thought, but I've never said she was like trash or anything like that.
If it works for you, man, it works. But I'm good.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
I wouldn't
not
blame
saying-
you.
I'm not
gonna
saying
be-
wife or anything, but definitely get it. Respectfully.
You get it. I just find that funny.
No, this,
It was
this-
so funny too, because that was the first time I've ever heard Bledger even talk like that. That was insane. Last for you, we were
Yeah.
shot, man.
It was kind of out of left field. Like, Blandrew just got back from church or something, and he's like, "Oh, yeah."
Dark energy was flowing through.
It was just weird though, because like now it's like low tier god's been justified, which is an odd feeling.
Is this what happens when Ryu accepts the Dark Hado and becomes the evil Ryu?
Exactly.
Jesus. I don't even know what you just said, and I don't want to know. So I'm going to say final topic, I guess, unless you guys have anything else to add after. But did you guys see that fan movie that came out with it's the Uncharted fan movie with Nathan Fillion?
I saw it like traveling around Twitter, but I didn't click on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skimmed through it.
I just saw people in my YouTube timeline reacting to it, but I haven't clicked it.
So to my point earlier, how they ripped off Nathan Fillion's character from Firefly, seeing him dressed as Drake, very overweight, trying to jump around like Drake. If you took 30 pounds off him, he could definitely be in an Uncharted movie, and I think it'd actually be really good because his humor and his delivery on lines is actually better than Drake in the game. Like anything that actually works in the game, that's being ripped off from his other character. So I think it could be a good movie, but he definitely would probably have to lose some weight, and they would have to be a little realistic on all the climbing and that kind of stuff.
Because I skimmed through it and he kind of fit the part, but when he was shooting the gun, it looked kind of like fake or something. But it was a fan made, it wasn't legit. So
no, it was fan made.
Yeah,
so.
but for what it was kind of interesting.
I'll give him this. He definitely looked just like Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so that's what I'm saying. Nathan Drake is him. That's nobody ever talked about that. Like, how like The Last of Us, Ellie is ripping off Ellen Page. Like it's literally Ellen Page. That's what they did with it. And it's Naughty Dog. So it's exactly what they did with Uncharted. They just ripped off Nathan Fillion. And then they went and got another Nathan to do the damn voice. Which didn't.
That's messed up.
Oh, I didn't know that then. I didn't know that they made it at the dude.
I'll post some trailers. If you guys look up maybe some Firefly highlights or Nathan Fillion Firefly, just look up some banter. You'll see right away. Oh wow, yeah, that's Nathan Drake. But anyway, I thought it looked cool. I would go see a movie with Nathan Fillion in the Uncharted movie. I would not see Marky Mark or any John Cena, whoever the hell else they were thinking of casting. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but
yeah, I'll go see it though.
I'd rather see the movie than play the game.
Yeah, that's what I think Uncharted should have been from the beginning, anyway. So
yeah, it's a wannabe movie. So
just a series of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing is about his humor too. He could actually pull off the murdering 50, mercenaries and not making it look like a genocidal thing for, treasure. So I think he could do it. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. I liked it. Is what it is. But I guess in closing, do you guys have anything or anything you want to bring up or talk about?
Oh no, pretty good on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all good.
What are you guys working on? Going to have anything coming out soon? People should look forward to or check out on your channel?
I haven't even had the time to work on a video, but I'm working on getting that Yeez 8 review out for the Safe Point channel. It's going to be the first video review, unless Ghost beats me with Octopath. So,
you guys should also check out. Didn't the Sly do like a review just recently for the
for Yeez?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you guys should check out the Save Point Podcast website and check out the written review that Sly did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to work
As
on
far
the
as me,
format.
I haven't started work on any review, and nor have I recorded any footage. I won't be recording footage until like post game anyway. And it's gonna take me a while to get through Octopath Traveler to begin with.
Brandon brought up a good point. I mean, it's not gaming, but Rugrats coming back. 26.
Oh yeah, I'm hype.
Didn't they say it was gonna be like? Didn't they say it was gonna be like?
I mean, it's just whatever to me, and I'll watch it though.
To me, I don't think it'll be like terrible because like if you looked at like some of Nickelodeon's revivals just recently with like the Arnold and the Rocko's Modern Life and a couple other things, they haven't done too bad. So it's nothing.
Well, when they say revival, are they gonna keep the same like characters, right? Like they're not gonna like.
No, it's gonna be.
Does
like,
it look the same kind of?
Well, there's not even footage out there. They just said it's gonna be 26 episodes. It's getting a live action CGI movie and something else, I think.
Yeah.
So. See, that was one of those generational things for me, where kind of like Pokemon, I was like kind of too old to probably watch it, and I saw that weird looking Holocaust baby crawling around, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
The Holocaust.
I mean, you gotta admit,
you mean Tommy,
weird.
the bald head,
the main one? Yeah, that thing looked crazy. That thing looked crazy.
His skull is crazy. Yeah.
I mean, all those,
respect Tommy, man. Respect Tommy, man.
What is the company? Kazupa.
Klasky Kasupo.
Classy Kasupu. Yeah,
Klasky
all those. Fuck it.
Get it right, Ghost.
All those cartoons just look crazy, man. Like I think they did Is Told by Ginger.
They look cool though.
Wild Thornberries.
It's different.
All Grown Up and all that.
Yeah, from what I can tell, that was like your guys' generation Muppet Babies. I don't know if you guys ever watched Muppet Babies.
Yeah,
I know what Muppet Babies is. I've never watched it though.
The cartoon, right?
Yeah, it's a cartoon with like,
I used to love that. Yeah.
They kind of just take on different shows or themes each show, right? Where one week they're Indiana Jones, next week they're Star Wars, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of runs with pop culture. That's what it seemed like to me. I'm sure it's entertaining. I just never got into it.
I just hope they don't make it all cheesy and cornball-y like the
I mean,
that Thundercats type, like when they change it up.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
No,
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's in good hands. I don't think they're gonna do like the Cartoon Network thing, but I don't think it's gonna be like spectacular or anything, But I mean, Rugrats was always kind of goofy to begin with. I'm not saying it's like cheesy, but
they went on adventures. They taught lessons and stuff, man. Come on.
What lessons did you learn from Rugrats?
Like be brave.
The only lesson I ever remember was from the movie with the whole brother thing where
when he gave Gil to the monkeys and
yeah, that was a good movie. That was
I almost cried.
Yeah, I cried too, man.
Oh, the Rugrats Go to Paris movie or something?
That was not that one, but the one before that.
The first one. There's
the one where Dill was introduced.
Yeah,
I just remember one with an orange case. I don't remember what it's called.
But it'll probably be all right or whatever. But as far as like all these revivals and shit, it's whatever. If they want to do it, it's fine.
They just need more news shows. Like I think Cartoon Network is doing a great job with that, but not so much in it.
Yeah,
they're focusing way too much on live action.
My problem with Cartoon Network is that they don't retain their old shows. And I was thinking about this the other day because I was on Amazon Prime or whatever, and they had a couple things on there. They put up all the seasons of the Totally Spies or whatever. But like even when we were growing up, mind you, you remember like. They even had like stuff from like the 90s and fucking 80s, like early 90s and 80s on fucking Cartoon Network. They show like everything.
Got a gorilla for sale.
Yeah. Like they would show like even stuff from like the 60s or 70s, like the fucking Scooby-Doos and McGilly Gorillas, the Jetsons, Flintstones. And now like after like I think it was about 2003 or 4, somewhere off in there when they started rebranding the channel, like it just everything, they removed it. Like there's nothing on that fucking channel, and like it's actually gotten worse.
We're gonna start babbling, but what I would like to see happen one day is like, you have a channel for each generation. So like in the 1980s, I could go watch this day and date what in this time slot would actually aired in 1987 on MTV and watch it.
Mhm.
I wish they
Yeah.
would do some shit like that, but with like multiple, stations now. Do they
That's
actually
what I-
have all that? Do they?
That's what I thought they were gonna do with Boomerang.
I was
how-
just gonna say, like, we were pretty much forced, like when DirecTV came around, we were kind of forced to move to Boomerang and everything. But even that, like, that's kind of faltered.
No, I thought they were gonna kick off the old shows and then put on like 90s stuff. Then after that, move on to like the early 2000s and stuff like that.
I miss Boomer Action. I miss all those cool blocks, man. But yeah, it's whatever.
Ghost is like he's having a moment here.
He's in the zone right now.
I'm in the zone because, dude, like they used to show everything back then. Like this is after Cartoon Network kind of was faltering, and they started showing like shit like Fried Dynamite and whatever the fuck.
Destroy, build, destroy.
Yeah.
I feel like the
Wasn't that
possibilities
guy
are
in like
endless right now.
E3 too, or was it the Game Awards or something? like
Yeah,
that?
he was at E3 at Bethesda show.
Yeah, but dude, like Boomerang had like they would show like Johnny Quest, fucking Justice League, and even Super Friends and all that stuff back to back late at night. That's so cool. That's so cool.
There's a reason why TV's dead, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
isn't
that
Cartoon
Netflix
Network
is
just like 90% Teen Titans Go now?
As it should be.
Nah.
No.
Dude, the fact that Adult Swim is a more diverse network than Cartoon Network is appalling. That's disgusting.
I don't know. It's not even really 90% Teen Titans Go. Now it's like 90% Gumball.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
actually pushing Gumball now.
Yeah, it's because it's about to end from what I'm hearing.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's kind of like what they actually, even when regular show ended, they weren't really pushing that show.
Yeah, they don't even rerun regular show anymore.
Good. It was trash.
Yeah, this show
Fucking crazy.
So no, did you guys see though what's happening with YouTube and like Facebook investing in like mainstream media on their platforms? Just a segue.
Facebook?
Facebook is. I think Facebook's doing 75 million and YouTube's doing 25 million to start showing like MSNBC, CNN, and Fox videos on your feed and suggest those instead of like all these independent YouTube channels. I could see that actually happening. Yeah, because everybody's ignoring them as they should.
Yeah.
I could see that
Yeah,
happening with like
InfoWars.
IGN eventually. Like, right, instead of seeing our podcast, they're going to see like the IGN, Xbox or PlayStation podcast, that kind of shit. I could see that coming. It's
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The Netflix, YouTube does actually acquire shows too. Like they did Cobra
Yes.
Kai and some other stuff too.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Cobra Kai
love
was
that
awesome,
show.
though.
Yeah, it's going corporate, man.
No, Cobra Kai it was just something that some people had good ideas and a good vision. I think it was Will Smith, right, that directed it or produced it. But
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Good
low-key
job.
decent.
Will Smith, like the Will Smith.
I mean,
Who else?
that really,
Yeah,
dude,
you know
does
his
that really
son-
surprise you? Wasn't he involved with the other remake?
Well, that's what
Well,
I mean. His son kind of intertwined with the remake, so yeah, they
Yeah.
were involved with the IP and probably
Yeah.
said this is a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that, man. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
complete sense.
But yeah, we're babbling. I guess we should head out, right?
When's
Yeah.
the Smash
Yeah.
Brothers discussion?
Y'all gotta do that, man.
Hey, you've
Bland,
been
you supposed to get on
listening
it,
this
man.
whole time. Don't look at us.
Yeah, I know,
we're
Ghost.
involved.
Dude, I told you, like, if you want to contact me, I'm on Twitter. Like,
Go on the
I'll
Discord.
open. I have Twitter on my. I don't have Discord on my phone anymore. I have Twitter on there. So if you notify me, I click it, and then I'll find the message, man.
Hey, Hero, when's Ghost getting unblocked?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be at the end of the year.
Go ahead and keep this guy blocked, man.
Gonna have to re-block him when Kingdom Hearts drops.
Oh
I
yeah.
might do some
I'm
New
not even
Year's
gonna be on
unblocks.
Twitter when Kingdom Hearts drops.
New Year's
Like,
unblock.
Like, we're getting that Ghost.
Shit, y'all won't see me when Smash drops.
Now, Ghost's Twitter's about to be lit when Jamal gets out of jail. Has he gotten out of jail? Has anybody heard?
Oh shit! Oh shit! I think did I actually? I think I deleted him or unfollowed him. I don't think I blocked him. I don't think I would have done that.
Anybody in the audience hear about Arab Andy? Did he get out of jail? I'm generally curious. I want to know if he's actually out. And if
I
Pretty
thought it was
soon.
this week. I thought that's when it
Yeah.
was supposed
It was supposed to be Monday. It was supposed to be yesterday. Now, granted, he's been in jail for how many months? So I imagine he's probably in the doghouse and probably not available to get on a phone. Maybe I don't know. But That's interesting. I'd like to hear an update on that anyway. But so if
Stu
anybody
probably
has
knows
it,
some.
leave a comment in the comment section if you know anything about A-Rab Andy. So.
I was the one who inspired him to make a YouTube channel.
Okay, stop.
yeah.
Cut it out.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know if you guys want to do outros or whatever, right?
That's all, folks.
Yeah, I think we're good, man. You guys will have links in the
Yeah,
description.
thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, peace out.
Primrose is the waifu of the week.
Cut it out.
Wait, she's a. You know what? No, forget it.
I'm gonna do the usual, take like a 20-minute break, and I'll be in Discord chat if you guys want to hang out.